BMIT 3094 SBA Dry Run briefing. All right, so but I repurpose it for both BMIT 3094, okay, for G1 and BMIT 2164 for G2 cohorts. All right, so because both are SBA and they are both held online, right? So the instructions are similar, yeah. All right, so we'll start our briefing now. Okay, so our briefing today is between 6 to 6:30 with 15 minutes additional until 6:45 as your submission time. Of course, I've already uploaded or put in the notification in our Google Classroom for your individual timeline, yeah, for both BMIT 3094 and BMIT 2164. If you have any questions during the briefing, just let me know, let me and ask your question, yeah. All right, so for BMIT 3094, the SBA actual, okay, the actual SBA will be on this Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 8:15 p.m., including submission time. All right, so please take note, right? Take note, make yourself free and prepare all your commands before that time. All right. Okay, so let me proceed. So for BMIT 2164 for G2 cohort, your SBA actual is tomorrow, Tuesday, all right, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. included submission time. So I'm not sure about this included submission time or not. All right, it could be that it's not included, but I will confirm this tomorrow. But our CC for BMIT 2164 actually put in 6 to 8 p.m. All right, whatever it is, tomorrow is the date and time, and just prepare yourself for tomorrow. So you still have, if you have not done it yet, prepare all the commands that you need, right, to ease your SBA test. Okay. All right. So the next few instructions are very similar. All right, so you need to make sure you prepare the latest packet tracer version 8.1 in your own computer, right? You don't.
I need webinar. Call webinar.
All right, so you need to prepare that. I assume that you all have packet tracer already, so make sure it works. Okay, so the apparently the SBA file that's going to be used for SBA, so the packet tracer file that's going to be used for SBA already been tested using this version. So if you have an older version, please make sure you update it, right? So if you cannot open the file, that means please check your packet tracer file, right? So I believe if I not upload to Google Classroom, you can download from Cisco NetAcad website. Okay, right. Do this step, very, very important. The moment you have the SBA file, the first thing you need to do is make sure you enter the user profile and do not change. Okay, once you enter, do not change it, or else the packet tracer file or PKF file will reset your answer. Okay, will reset your answer, and therefore you will find yourself to be at the end of the SBA actual to be not having any marks. Yeah, so please, this one is very important. Do it as the first thing you do. Okay, the moment you open SBA file, this user profile comes in, you must type in your name and your email address. Okay, once you make sure it's correct lah, yeah. Once you enter that, you cannot change it anymore. If you change it, it will reset the PKF file. Okay, please remember that. All right, so your name, your file, okay, should be named in this okay, for the PKA file to make it easier for the examiner. Okay, change the PKA file to your name underscore mark obtain. All right. So this is when you've done your SBA test and you're ready to submit. Rename. Okay. Please remember, rename the PKA file to your name underscore and the mark you obtain. Now I will show you how you get the mark obtain. If you have done packet tracer file, activity file before, I think you know what I mean. Okay, so how to, this is automatically graded. Okay, PKA file is automatically graded, and the grade that you get for it, okay, you place it here, mark obtain. All right, so then your PKA file, if your name is Tan Mei Lee, will be Tan Mei Lee underscore and the grade you get. Okay. Okay, this done at the end, right? So that because you grade at the beginning you don't know what your grade is, right? Only when you finish. Okay, but this user profile you must do, you must do at the beginning and do not change anymore after that. All right, so you can see, right? You say yes. When you type OK, it will say you can type yes. So it will do the same thing if you change your name again later. So you can see reset the activity means it will return back to default, which is 0 marks. So don't do this after you enter. The first time, yes, because you're at the beginning, you have not done anything yet. So click yes. Okay. Right. So again, if you don't fill up your profile just now, this is from CC, the 20% of the SBS scoring will be deducted. Very important, 20% is a lot. Okay. Right. And then again, you are reminded if you change your name or email address again after, during or after, the packet tracer file will reset your score back to 0%, back to default. So don't do, put in your correct name and address, then click yes, and then don't change the name or email again during or after completion of SBA. All right, it will reset your score. And I already remind, please remember. And then just follow the instructions in your SBA file for you to complete the assessment. Please save your PKA file from time to time because we can never tell what's going to happen. Sometimes, very rarely, sometimes your packet tracer file may crash, right? So if you have saved, at least time to time you have saved at least your PKA file, you still have a copy, right? Also, when you're saving, you can screen cap, right, the score. So at least you have evidence that if it does crash, at least you still have the evidence that, oh, actually I've already started doing and I already achieved this score. So time to time, based on your interval, your own interval, you save, capture the score. Okay, this is for your own security, right? So the packet tracer file disabled the check result. So you can't check the tick, 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 right? So you cannot depend on the tick, tick, tick. Okay, when you click check result, usually you're given to see what you need to do, and with a tick or cross if you have not completed, that is disabled. So you can't check. You can only check your score. All right. Right. So once you finish, okay, you can submit your two files. One is your PKA file, right? The PKA file that you've done, right, with the marks that you get. Okay, your name underscore the grade you get, the marks, and then another file is the screen capture. Okay, so that screen capture is a screen capture that includes your user profile and your percentage score, right? And save as PDF, yeah, save as PDF your screen capture, right? So you can access it. I think by going to view or tools, either check, you can check it again, right? So you're not supposed to change it. Don't change it. Just place it at the side, and your completion rate. Okay, is a circle. Yeah, these two must appear together side by side in your screenshot, and you need to submit this screenshot as your second submission. The first submission being the packet tracer file completed one. Second would be a screenshot of these two side by side. Your completion rate showing here, okay, at the bottom right and upper right here, on the left hand side, you can see your user profile, okay, to show that your name and your email there. Okay, this is to show as a proof lah, yeah, so proof. Now, once you finish, click cancel. Don't click OK, click cancel. Okay, because if you click OK, it goes to yes. Don't want to reset, yeah, don't reset. So if you want to return back your packet tracer from your user profile, click cancel, right? Yeah. Right, the rest are late submission. Please do not do any late submission, right? Within the submission time, you will be provided with submission time. If you go beyond your submission time, then no marks, yeah, right? Okay, so that means you go beyond your submission time, you basically have got no marks, right? And if you have problems submitting your SBA, whatever reason, please email your supporting documents. For example, you can record what's the problem. You can capture the score. Okay, so that's why it's very important to keep saving and screen cap, right? At regular interval. So for your safety, we don't know what's going to happen. No power car or crash car, something like that. Okay. All right. So this talk about penalty, and basically, please submit on time so you don't get penalty. All right. So that's it. Okay. That's it for our briefing. Any question? Yeah, although OCC prefers in PDF, I think I should be okay with PNG. Jonathan, thank you. Any other questions from the floor, from everyone? Thank you, Farah. No question. Do I just put in a Google Doc and make PDF? Can also. Okay, Kelvin, you can do that way. Yeah, you can use your student email. That's fine. Actually, that's just for information purpose. Yes, can, Jonathan. I will upload it. Okay, so all good from Jonathan. Any other questions? All right, so no other question. If you have a question, just ask me. This is Dry Run. So tomorrow, during the packet tracer SBA for 2164 and 3094 on Wednesday, you will have to switch on your webcam, right? And I think our CC want us to record now. Yeah, so it will be recorded, I guess. But definitely you need to switch on your webcam now. All right. All right. So please check if you have any power cut schedule. If you have power cut schedule, let me know so we can figure out something. All right. All right. So I believe the test, the dry run PKF file is released. Okay. So now you should be, you can try to do it. Okay. You can, practice, use it as practice, right? And submission time is actually between 6 to 6:45, but we can end earlier, so you can submit. You can do as much as you can by 6:30 and submit lah. Right? In the real SBA, right? You should be submitting during the submission time. So our submission time is between 6 to 6:45. Basically, that's the time that you should submit. All right. So as long as you don't go beyond the submission deadline, okay. Kelvin, are you talking about the dry run or the dry run is 15 minutes, yeah? But for the I think it's 30 minutes, not mistaken, for the actual. Oh, okay, 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes, yeah, not half an hour. Sorry, yeah, 15 minutes. The email address you can put in your school email. That is for identification purpose. Okay, no need the net account. Is that okay, Daniel? Okay. All right. So the timeline given is accurate for until now. Okay. If there's any changes in the timeline, right? If our CC make changes, I will during the briefing before the SBA actual, you will be informed. But at the moment, that is the timeline given by respective CC, for both 3094 and the 2164. Okay, right? But the how do I say this? There is one thing that also that I want to mention in terms of the penalty, right? The penalty, I'll just show you. This penalty is for 3094. Yeah, this penalty is for 3094. The penalty for 2164, right, have not been given to me by the CC yet. Okay, but I have a feeling it's going to be similar. All right. So as long whatever it is, the penalty for late submission, as long as you submit um, within the stipulated time, then we don't have to worry about the penalty. Yeah. And in fact, I don't like to actually talk about the penalty because I it's really a waste of marks for you guys. So we always strive to complete within the time uh, given lah, right? All right, so for both 2164, BMIT 2164 and BMIT 3094, I've uploaded in the dry run the SBA briefing slides, right? So for BMIT 3094 student, the marks, deduction of marks if you for late submission is is correct, yeah. For BMIT 2164, okay, if there's any additional information about the marks percentage to be deducted if you're for late submission, we will inform you uh, um, prior to the SBA lah, okay? But we aim not to have any late submission lah, okay? Yes, Lim, I already uploaded. Can you find it? Can you see it, Lim? Can you confirm? Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. All right, so preparation-wise, please ready your commands. Okay, please ready your commands so that you don't have to search during SBA. Get it ready, okay, in digital form. Okay, just use any of the text editor or any of multi-tab editor or whatever that can help you. All right. All right, so submission time nearly there, 6:30. So please practice submission. Rename your PK after taking a screenshot of both user profile and your score, put side by side. Okay, screen capture it. Okay, save it into PNG. And as Kelvin suggested, you can open up a Word document, paste it in there, and save it as PDF, and rename it and upload, submit. So I need everyone to do that. Okay, rename your PK file, rename your screenshot file, and submit. Right. So this is the time for you to practice that. So to tomorrow and Wednesday, you know you know exactly what you need to do for submission, so you don't have any delay. All right. Okay, so all right, Farah, let me double check your submission. Yes, okay, so very clear. So if you don't mind, I'll share this with the rest. Yeah. So okay, so do like this. Okay, user profile at one side with the clearly visible name and email, and then the completion rate at the bottom right here. Okay, so practice this screenshot. Okay, and Farah is actually save this in PDF version, right? So very good. Okay, practice submitting now, everyone. Okay, let me check for Russell. Yes, Russell. Yes, okay. Yours is the other way around, but still okay lah. Okay. So as long as can clearly see name and email and completion rate, okay, that's fine. Thank you, Russell. Okay, let me just check others. C sharp. Okay, naming is correct. Um, okay, sharp. Can also let me show. If possible, let do like this. Okay, rather than like this. Although this is also okay, I can see the shark's name and email and completion rate. Okay, so just in case if you put it on top, okay, be careful. Don't cover the completion rate there, that part. Okay, be careful. Right. The best is you place it at the side lah. So no possibility at all to get blocked. But this is still okay lah. Huh? Right. So I think everybody not start. Yes, Jeremiah also okay. Can see both the profile and uh, the submission, the marks. Let me see. I'm looking at Wong's. Kelvin, Kelvin as well. Kelvin's okay. Kelvin one's all right. Okay, the submission. And Noel, no submissions, I think is okay. Also, let me just, yes. Okay. Clearly see user profile, completion rate. Okay. And then Wong, Alvin. Let me see, Alvin. Alvin, you have two. Why do you have two? Oh, I see. The first one do not have the profile, right? Is that correct? Okay, so be careful. Remember tomorrow, yeah? Remember tomorrow, make sure the user profile and the completion rate is visible. Okay? All right, Alvin. Uh, Ivan. Okay, so visible, user profile visible, completion rate visible. Then if when you want to return back, click cancel on the user profile. Make sure that you know so that you don't overwrite or reset your marks. Okay, lim again, lim, you superimpose it. Yes, can, because you can see, but be careful so that it does not, superimpose on it. But for now, it's still okay. Okay, you don't have to really crop it so much, but this is okay. Can see user profile, can see completion rate. Be careful you do put on top of each other because you might accidentally cover it up. Shooting, yes, correct as well. User profile with completion rate. Jonathan, have a look at Jonathan's. Right. Yes, completion rate and user profile can be seen. Okay. And Nathan, let's see Nathan. User profile and completion rate, correct. And then Zishan, completion rate and user profile can be seen. All right. Anybody else I haven't looked at? Yep, how? Let's see. Yep, how? Yes, both can be seen. And who else have I've not looked at? Yes, the packet tracer file rename with your final marks. Yes, correct. Underscore final mark. Uh, at the moment, there is no instruction to penalize, but um, to make it easier, right? I guess for me, it's all right lah, because there's only so few I can check very quickly. Okay, I think for main campus where they have so many students, it's combined because network is core for multiple programs, so they reach hundreds. So that's why I think this is um, very important for them. But of course, make it easy for us also. Please remember, but no penalty so far. No instruction to penalize. So please, yeah, okay. Please remember. Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. All right. Anybody else? I haven't checked. Ivan, is it? Ivan? Oh, Ivan already can. Yeah, very clear for Ivan. Um, I think all, Daniel already can. Daniel, let me see. Yeah, Daniel can see both user profile and completion rate as well. Okay, so I've seen it, Daniel. Thank you. Who else? I think I've seen all, so I believe everyone knows how to do it already. Okay, renaming, screen capturing. You need to submit both PKA file and the screen capture. All right, so with that, I think we can yes, Calvin. So be careful. That's why that's why I really hope you guys will prepare your commands, so that you have a chance to complete the SBA. Okay, so you don't have to struggle to finish. For CM, that means 2164, yeah, 2164. Okay, I think let me quickly check first. Hang on, yeah. I need to check. Where is it already? Okay, so from our cost plan, sorry, cost assessment plan, this is only for the lecturer's eyes. Sorry, I cannot share. But practical assessment, that is this SBA, is listed as chapter 1 to chapter 11. So you can assume that the packet tracer will cover those lah, right? So let me see chapter is if there is any more. Um, in terms of coverage, it's just listed as chapter 1 to 11. So can't get any more detail than that. But please assume that since uh, your coverage means you need to know how to configure basic settings. You need to know how to configure VLANs. You need to know how to configure inter-VLAN routing, whether it's router on a stick or using multi-layer switches. You need to know how to configure the ether channel. STP quite difficult to see configuration lah. And then you need to configure ether channel, yeah. FHRP, which is the redundant, using the virtual gateway, right? Redundancy on the router, okay, the gateway router. So FHRP, yeah, and HSRP, right? And then you need to know how to configure the EIGRP, okay, the EIGRP, right? And then apart from that, the security configuration, right? So that means you need to configure switch security, yeah. So you need to know how to implement the port security, okay. And I don't know. I don't think whether we have any wireless LAN configuration, but since we have not covered, right, wireless LAN, so even if there is, it should be on um, the autonomous AP, the individual wireless LAN, right? So it's not for wireless LAN controller or something like that. All right, but definitely all the way up to LAN security lah. Okay. Right. So WLAN configuration, basically, I'm pretty sure it's going to configure something that about the autonomous one. Okay, wireless router web page. We start from 7:30. Jeremiah, chapter 1 to 11, coverage for SBA. The BMIT 2164 mean start from 7:30 is submission and technical dealing time. I suspect if it's start at 6 to 7:30, it could be. I have no much detail apart from what I've shown you, right? Maybe for the actual SBA itself, the time schedule, maybe more details will be provided by, I guess, by tomorrow, right? In any case, it says here 6 to 8. That means your submission. Usually for SBA, the submission time is about 15 minutes. So means 6 to 7:45, I guess. Okay. So whatever it is, even if it's up to 7:30, you have half an hour to submit. I think as long as you are prepared, okay, then you can submit at least 15 minutes into 15 minutes left. For 3094, it is 15 minutes, okay, 15 minutes for submission. But the timeline given for BMIT 2164, you can see I've shared that is from our CC for BMIT 2164, right? You can see that it says 6 to 8 p.m. is answering and submission time, right? And then that means the submission time ends at 8 p.m. Okay, whereas the 3094, okay, submission time is between 8 to 8:15. Right, so that's a little bit different in the timing, I guess, because of the content. For ACN Advanced Computer Network, I guess it's a small configuration needed. All right. Is that okay, Alvin? All right. Okay. Any other questions, or else we can finish our dry run today? No question from Noel. Okay, if you have no question, you can dismiss already. If you have question, you can stay back and ask your question. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone.